Good evening everybody, and once again welcome to the video. These videos are essentially gonna be series of theory videos where I'll be talking about various topics such as data mart, data lake, data warehouse, and etc. This video I'll be essentially talking about types of data processing, OLAP and OLTP. I recently got this book which is essentially serverless ETL and analytics with AWS Glue. Again, I started reading this book today. It's a really fantastic book. So I'll be covering one of the topics from this book today. So the topic that we are about to discuss is again types of data processing, OLTP and OLAP. It's a theory video, okay? But first I want to cover a little bit of introduction, right? A vast amount of data is being generated by people, organization, and devices and software application, and the volume of data being generated is growing rapidly. The number varies significantly depending upon the source, but it is estimated that approximately 60 to 80% of data gathered by organization is dark data. Essentially, data is being collected, processed, and stored for a long time by organization for compliance reason. But the data is not used for any other purposes, such as analytics or direct monetization. In most cases, storing and securing this data can be more expensive than a value extracted. Let's discuss types of data processing, that is OLTP and OLAP. So essentially, OLTP stands for online transaction processing, and OLAP stands for online analytical processing. Let's read a little bit theory and try to understand these terms a little more. OLTP, online transaction processing. OLTP systems are responsible for day-to-day business execution. For instance, when you call your phone carrier and the customer service wants to add a value pack to your phone plan, the customer service agent quickly pulls up the account information for the phone number and adds your desired value. The system that is used by the customer service agent is designed to be fast so that customer wait time can be minimized, which allows the customer service agent to be more efficient and serve customers faster. The system is also designed so that it updates the data quickly so that large number of concurrent transactions can be processed. This allows the customer service agent to confirm that the value pack has been successfully applied to the account. Other example includes banking and shopping application. A very good example, right? OLTP. So these database essentially needs faster updates, right? And these faster updates are achieved by using normalized data model. Normalization is the process of structuring the data set as per the set of normal form to reduce redundancy and enhance the data integrity. What I'm trying to say, essentially, say you wanna, in this example, they say, for example, I wanna, let's say, update preferred name, right? I'm not gonna update that everywhere. I'll go to that particular table and then update that item over there. And then when I wanna fetch the data, I'll simply join with a foreign key, right? So that is what it's trying to say. These OLTP systems are not designed for obtaining or analyzing trend. So what they are saying essentially, say you want to essentially analyze a trend, which value pack is being added by the customer over last 1 year, last 5 years, last 10 years, which one is trending. So if you want to do all those, all sort of analytics query, this is not the right database, because these databases are holding your transaction, right? All your updates, everything, right? But these are not meant for performing analytics query, right? That is what the author explains, right? This problem can be solved by using an OLAP system. OLAP system typically uses data warehouse of an organization where data are utilized for executing complex query over a large amount of data. They generally store historical data set. So when you want to analyze trend, when you want to analyze pattern, that is where organization essentially are looking for data warehouse. Warehouse is a place where history of the data is maintained. You have like 5 years, 10 years, I don't know how much ever, but a lot of data, right? And that's where you essentially analyze trend. Redshift is one of the most popular example. You can connect with QuickSight. Okay, let's read. OLTP system supports a live business transaction, so data generally originates there. This data is then brought into the data warehouse through extract transform load, that is ETL or ELT tool, right? Again, there are a lot of tools. Glue is one of our most famous ETL tool used by a lot of companies, right? This will show you a very nice distinguish between OLAP and OLTP. So OLTP is essentially primarily designed to handle a large volume of short transactional operation. On the other hand, OLAP is primarily designed to handle analytical workload on a large volume of data. So if you want to analyze trend, again, OLAP is the way to go. Designed for handling day-to-day operation, that is OLTP. So ideally you keep 1 year of transactional data, right? For example, when you go to a bank, right? So they maintain 1 year's worth of data. For historical data, you essentially, they go and fetch that, right? If you know what I'm trying to explain you, right? On the other hand, OLAP is designed to aid in planning and decision-making process, because you have history. So you essentially get to know a lot of insights from the data, right? OLTP, data is updated quite frequently. In OLAP, data updates are infrequent compared to OLTP. Very important point, okay? OLTP, queries are simple and standardized, and they target small amount of data, one or few records. In OLAP, queries are often complex, involves aggregations, and target large amount of data. In OLTP, uses a normalized data model and typically contains a lot of tables. You have a lot of tables, you do a join here and there, XYZ. In OLAP, data is typically denormalized with fewer tables. Very important point, okay? And then I have one last diagram. Here shows OLTP versus OLAP. In OLTP, as you can see, high volume of transaction, fast processing, normalized data, many tables, who bought X, who bought Y, XYZ, right? In OLAP, high volume of data, slow queries, denormalized data, fewer tables, and how many people bought X over the year XYZ. I hope you have enjoyed exploring about OLAP and OLTP. If you want to read and explore more, I recommend this book. I'll leave the links in the description if you want to buy this. I just got this book and I just started reading. It's really amazing, and they essentially explain all the topics in a great detail. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next videos where we will be talking about data lakes, data mart, and so on. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.